Hey everybody, hope you're enjoying your summer, your Thursday night, or your Thursday evening, or your Friday morning, or your weekend, whenever you're tuning this game in on theboxrocks.com. Brought to you by Play Full Screen. My name is Brad Challoner. Welcome inside Queen's Park Arena. It's the new Westminster Salmon Bellies and the Nanaimo Timbermen WLA action on theboxrocks.com. The Nanaimo Timbermen looking to string a little win streak together. Haven't been able to say that yet this season, but this is a team that they did beat on this very floor just a couple weeks ago. And the Nanaimo Timbermen coming off of a win against Langley at home in Nanaimo, a 15-12 game. And a game where Nanaimo put up their highest goal-scoring output of the season, and a game where they scored 15. That's more goals than they scored in their previous 3 games combined, where they mustered just 10 and a couple low-scoring performances. But Nanaimo on a bit of an upswing, and led by head coach Caleb Toth, who was just announced that he'll be assisting on the bench with the Vancouver Stealth in the National Lacrosse League next season. And it's got to spark the team up a little bit. It'll spark the coach, definitely. And I think the boys underneath Caleb Toth will want to perform tonight at Queen's Park Arena in a barn that they know they can win it. Other side of the story, we have the new Westminster Salmon Bellies. They're coming off a win themselves. They lost here last Thursday night, and then turned it around for a win at Burnaby last Friday, 11-9 win in a game where they pretty much controlled that whole game. Power play looked pretty good. They've been boosted with the return of Cliff Smith as the lefty. Sean Lundstrom will draw into that side of the floor tonight. He's a guy with some National Lacrosse League experience in a training camp in Vancouver last year. And Logan Schuss will be in the lineup tonight. They've missed Logan Schuss for a couple games in a row here, but Logie draws back in as the left-handed shot as well. So a couple nice additions on either side of the floor. Brody Eastwood will make his Lower Mainland debut for the Nanaimo Timbermen. The first-round draft pick got into the game against Langley on the weekend. It chipped in, got a goal in that one, and probably helped spark that offense to a 15-goal performance. So we'll see what Brody can bring to the mainland tonight as the Timbermen square off with the new Westminster Salmon Bells. 3-8-1 at the bottom of the WLA standings. Nanaimo coming into this one, and the Bellies back in 6th place at 4-8. Haven't done the math really on this, but I don't think either team is technically eliminated from playoff contention yet. There's still, either one of these two teams wins out or wins the majority, 90% of their next games, and Langley and Coquitlam stumble a little bit. We never know who will be that 4th and final seed here in the WLA. So we'll pause for the national anthem. Bellies Timbermen on theboxrocks.com. Getting into the dog days this summer here and around the globe, North America, the Lower Mainland especially, and lacrosse happening anywhere and everywhere as the World Field Lacrosse Championships kicking off as I speak down in Denver. And spoiler alert, I will not be providing any spoilers tonight. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about the World Field Lacrosse game. Canada plays versus the States right now. I've got one eye on Twitter in between the periods here from Queen's Park, but I won't let you guys have the score because you're probably going to be jumping back and forth, or maybe you're going to try to find a stream and an archived game tomorrow morning. So I will not spoil that for you, and I know a lot of the guys on the floor tonight wish they were playing for that Team Canada team. Logan Schuss had a good tryout and was just on the cusp of cracking that lineup. Jordan McBride's name was thrown around too as a notable omission. And Brody Eastwood, a young guy who grew up with Jesse King, who made that roster. He probably feels happy to watch his island buddy getting the start for Team Canada down to the World Field Lacrosse Championships as well. So all I'm going to say is I send my best wishes and wish the boys luck down there in Denver from everybody here in the Western Lacrosse Association in the Lower Mainland and across Canada. Do our nation proud, boys, and bring home the gold. Let's do it. Scratches tonight from the QPA. For the Bellies, scratched Jimmy McBride, Eric Luthwaite, Jordan McBride, the aforementioned Jordan McBride, Jesse Fair. So a couple notable absences there as Jesse Fair's been a transition stud for the Bellies this year. He's one of their best defenders and gets the ball up the floor in a hurry and is always good for that first pass, looking for a fast pair of legs up the floor like a Colton Clark or a Jordan McBride, who coincidentally is not in the lineup tonight. Scratches for the Nanaimo Timmerman, Barkley Hickey, the captain, Graham Palmer, Tyson Rowe scratched tonight, the 6'10" Tyson Rowe, Raiden Kamita, and Jamie Sorensen. As I mentioned, Brody Eastwood draws in. Zach Boychuk gets the start, surprise, surprise, all season long. Zach Boychuk comes in with a 9.85 goals against average. And the starter still getting the nod from Steve Goodwin and the Bellies camp is Alexis Bouquet. The rookie out of Whitby, Ontario, comes into this game with a 9.73 goals against average. Referees Keith Williams and Terry Mosdell. And my name is Brad Challoner. Thanks for tuning in. As I mentioned earlier, Nanaimo did get a win in this barn a couple weeks ago. Bellies actually have the worst home record in the WLA. They've won just once on the Queen's Park Hardwood, which has throughout history been one of the toughest barns to play in, but teams coming in and taking advantage of the fish this season, who are wearing their road reds, tongue twister, not the fish jerseys we've seen a couple times this year, but Nanaimo comes in town wearing their home whites as Logan Schuss as Mark DeBrone stirring the pot right before the opening bell here. Ball off the draw, flipped into the stick of Ratcliffe and then scooped up by the Bellies, Brett and Ranford. Bellies get the first offensive touch from Queen's Park. Brought into the offensive zone. Bump Tyler Crompton by Smith in the middle. Tyler Crompton throws one low. It's wide. Logan Schuss on the rebound. Johnny on the spot. And it slips past Zach Boychuk. The Bellies are on the board first. That only took 24 seconds. Welcome back to the lineup. Logan Schuss, goal number 7 on the season. And Boychuk goes for a walk. Calming his nerves a little bit. You never want to let that goal in that fast to start a lacrosse game. You know the goals are going to come, but no one ever wants to be the goaltender to let in that first goal 24 seconds in. First shot, first goal. Boychuk will look to bounce back, and here comes Brody Eastwood with his first touch. Cale Ratcliffe takes a shot. Bouquet turns that one away, and that one, behind the net. Good chance for the Timmerman to answer back right away. Break up pass at the floor. Ross to Hodgson. He fumbles it. And it's picked up by the transition play of the Timmerman. They have numbers. Dennett and Kenny winding up. Sub shot. Kick save. Bouquet. Keeping up the pace. Pendulum swinging. Cliff Smith. A call up Jake Lattin in to set a pick. Smith loses the ball, and it's all the way down to his goaltender. Smith, who had just a monster night in Burnaby, looking to pick up where he left off. A hat trick and 5, I believe, on Friday night. He was all over the floors. Lundstrom lets one rip. He's been the odd man out of the left-handers this season for the Bellies. Sean Lundstrom, the rookie, back in the lineup tonight. Dan Alger. Cale Ratcliffe with the neon pink trim on his sneaks. To Breber, in tight. Breber throws it low. It's wide as the net falls off. Bouquet recovers. Ratcliffe to Blake Kenny. Trying to get it on Robinson. Hard pick. Ratcliffe in the middle. Pass just out of reach. Timmerman after it. Will they get rewarded for an offensive zone loose ball here? Yes, they will. Nice effort. Mark DeBrone inside. Pass down to Alger. 1-on-1 against Kyle Robinson. Shot clock winding down. Alger charges the crease. Shoots. And Bouquet kicks it right into the stick of McDonald. Three shots on goal apiece. 2.5 minutes gone from Queen's Park. 1-0 New Westminster. Langlois picks off a ball on his own end, but in some trouble as he tries to clear the zone. Langlois looks up the floor. Has Conrad Chapman. To Eastwood. Calls for help to Mac Johnson. Pick set. Johnson pass through the middle. Top of the zone for Chapman. Tuck and go. Short side. Bouquet gets over. Loose ball in the corner picked up by Jeff Cornwall. And he has wheels, and he has a man up the floor in Cliff Smith. Cornwall keeps. Circles back around and looks for help from the bench. Keegan Ball motions forward to Clark. Lundstrom. Back to Clark. He'll try his hand. Cock and go. Shot. Rebound again. Buries. Jake Lattin. 2 rebounds given up by Boychuk and both cashed in by the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. It's 2-0. Jake Lattin, the 19-year-old junior call-up from the Okanagan. Plays his junior for the Bellies, but an Okanagan-born product. That's the first WLA goal for the call-up. Grab that ball. He wears number 16, and his hair comes halfway down the top of the numbers. You can't miss Jake Lattin. 2-0 New West, 4 minutes gone. Dan Alger again, far side to Jake Ems. Has a lane, shoots, didn't miss by much. And goes all the way down to Boychuk. He will take the ball away from Cornwall. Just a couple on the shot clock, so Langlois will ice. And the Bellies will start with the ball around center. Keith Williams hands off to Lundstrom. Lundstrom, a guy fighting to stay in this Bellies lineup. He'll need to shoot tonight, get some balls on the net, get some offensive confidence, and try to get to those dirty zones. Keegan Ball crashing. Lundstrom pops up top. Ball gets a high stick, can't get a decent shot off. Logan Schutz grabs the rebound. Far side, winding up, shoots wide. Rebound's picked up by Hoffer, and he looks up the floor. Timmerman have numbers again. Transition looking strong early. Shot by Langlois is picked off right to the stick of Robinson. Breber recovers, and the Timmerman set up on O. Kenny. Rolling through the middle, drops the ball, mugged by a couple of red shirts. And Sean Robinson, who's been some games rolling out of the front gate, some games rolled out on defense, playing a D role tonight, and his Bellies have the ball. Colton Clark over to Logan Schuss. Moves it. Smith. Far side to Crompton against Chapman. Logan Schuss winding up, shooting, wide rebound again. And this time no one there as Clark swats it, and that'll stand. 3 dribbling balls on the doorstep of Zach Boychuk, and all 3 have been cashed in by the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. Head to the slot machines, boys. You're having some luck. Logan Schuss, Jake Lattin, and Colton Clark all cashing in on rebound goals in the first 5 minutes and 23 seconds of the game. And if you're the Nanaimo defense, you realize you have to clear the crease when there's a loose ball bouncing there. Make sure no Bellies are able to grab that loose ball. Offensive zone loosies have been a strong point for Nanaimo this season. They're aggressive and tenacious on those loose rocks, but you got to get it done in your own end as well. Jake Ems, traffic cleared. Over to Mac Johnson, quick pass across the floor. Dennett looking for Eastwood inside, pass in deep. Johnson still has it as the net falls off. Alger ducks it around. Ross takes a shot, and Bouquet kicks it aside. Now to Ranford up the floor with Ross. Ross tries to get it to Ranford, but it's picked off. Langlois up the floor. Long bomb pass coming. Langlois just in a little bit too deep. And New West will try again. Keegan Ball, watched by DeBrone. Ball's behind the net for Logan Schuss. To Cliff Smith, pass out of reach. And here comes the wheels from Nanaimo. Smith grabs it. Brandon Smith inside. Deke shoots. Bouquet makes the save. Rebound. Robinson tiptoes the line, and he steps in. Good wheels by the Timmerman to get up the floor. The rookie Brandon Smith leading the charge. And the Timmerman will set up 5-on-5. 13-16 to go. First frame. 3-0 New Westminster. Now Jake Ems, ball across the floor to Kenny. Shot through traffic, bouncers wide. Breber tries to grab it out of the air, can't do it. Ratcliffe digs out the Lucy. 15 seconds on the shot clock if he can split this double. Ratcliffe gets out of it. That's that pinball frame that he has. He can just drop a shoulder, work a double, and try to body his way through using that low center of gravity. Colton Clark cuts one way, back the other, tiptoes inside, and is called in the crease by referee Keith Williams. Smith up the floor. Breber can't find it. Chapman in there, still digging for the Lucy. And eventually grabbed by the bellies. Ross is tangled up. Breber pressures. And now the bellies get to center. Keegan Ball across the line. Ball looking, keeping. Kenny watches him, bounce pass to Colton Clark out of the gate. Cliff Smith, Logan Schuss clears some traffic, pass a bit too deep. And another rebound, this time it's a shot and a save by Zach Boychuk. Langlois does a better job that time of getting back and breaking the play up, and Hugh Weir was there as well to make sure that rebound wasn't given up again. Alger gets around Smith. Pass back to Kenny. To Cornwall. Cale Ratcliffe has a shot clock winding down. Ratcliffe bodies his way inside. Shot goes wide. And Kyle Robinson's up the floor for New Westminster. Crompton is rolling out of the offense gate tonight in the absence of Jordan McBride. Crompton around a man. Pass in deep. And Laughlin rung it off the post. Crompton, take two. Can't get around Conrad Chapman. Hard shot, rebound, boom, scores. Richard Laughlin, another rebound for the Bellies. It's like Boychuk's padding tonight is made out of cement. Like they're playing wall ball. The ball is bouncing off the chest of Boychuk. 4 rebounds have popped right in the stick of Salmon Belly's players, and they've cashed in 4 times. 4-0, 10:40 to go first period. Double team comes over. Schuss is crunched hard into the wall. Schuss answers back by bodying Weir. But he headsmans And Nanaimo slows it down. 10-6 the shots on goal in favor of the Bellies. As Eastwood slows play down. Eastwood inside. Mac Johnson rings one wide. Rebound. Pops in a stick of Jake Ems. Timmerman still have it. With numbers as a couple Bellies were retreating. Eastwood in traffic with a shot clock will expire. Timmerman fall back into defense. Cummings, top of the zone to Colton Clark. Through traffic, rings one off the crossbar. Ooh, up here by me. And into the rafters of Queen's Park Arena. 9:40 to go, first period. Ratcliffe gets the ball ahead of the play to Alger. Trailer is Mac Johnson. Breber clears some real estate. Johnson back to Ratcliffe, back to Breber. Nice motion. But a shot goes wide and all the way down to Boychuk with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Boychuk will ice this one. Smith carries in for Nanaimo. Nanaimo defense yelling, "Who you got, who you got?" As everyone grabs a man, but a moving pick called on the Bellies. Smith looks up the floor. Trailer is Chapman. Has Jake Ems as well. Chapman keeps. Now Kenny to Johnson. Blind pass intended for Eastwood is over his head. Ems grabs the loose. Shot clock winding down. Open man. Eastwood on the crease. And Bouquet had to be sharp there as Brody Eastwood just had his best chance so far tonight. Good hands on the doorstep. You have to be thinking that the Timmerman can't wait to get Cody Bremner back and watch Bremner work that two-man game with Brody Eastwood as the lefties. Shot clock expires on the Bellies as they have a shot that goes wide. Nanaimo will try again. 7:58 to go, first period, down 4-0. 4 rebound goals by the Bellies. Kenny to Johnson. Bouquet covers up. He's able to slide over and take his post away. Ross ahead of the play. Ross, semi-breakaway shot. Another rebound as Ross is bumped from behind. No call. But as I was saying, Alexis Bouquet has got a wide body and he hugs his post really well. So if you're the right-handed crease man, you can't really reach across because Bouquet is so wide and follows that ball over. It's almost a fake far side and then come back to tuck it short side to try to beat Bouquet. You have to get his feet moving because he takes up so much net. Breber shot from the outside. Hit a stick and then find its way through. Now Cornwall has a breakaway. Langlois comes over to challenge and takes the angle away from Jeff Cornwall. Good wheels by Langlois. Ratcliffe slows it down. McDonald watches. Ratcliffe past the middle of the Breber right in his gut. Ratcliffe swings at Ross, and the Bellies have numbers up the floor. Ranford ahead of the play. Brendan Ranford tucks it far side. Oh, Bellies thought it was in as he went far side. I think it hit the post and then dribbled right on the line. Goal judge behind the net didn't put on the red light, and Terry Mosdell was right there too. Blake Kenny to Johnson. Mazzucato crashes the crease. He tucks it far side, but he is in too deep as well, and Bouquet lets him know about it as he falls down and presses a knee on Mazzucato. Clark trying to catch a pass. Smith takes the shot away. Now a long break-up pass up the floor for Langlois. One-on-one with Bouquet. Tuck and go. Off the goaltender and, into the rafters. Thought it was off the goalie, but they're going to say off the net, so it's Belly's ball. 5:52 to go, first frame from Queen's Park. Hard outside shot from Lundstrom. And this time the Timbermen crash and clear the crease with a loose ball there, but they're called on interference. So a step in the right direction for Nanaimo as they work the ball around on O. Clark to Smith, looking for a backdoor cut from Lundstrom, but Dennett breaks up the play. Eastwood plays it in deep for Hoffer. To Ems. Pass knocked down. Ratcliffe tries to get after it. But Ranford's headed the play against Ems. Ranford comes up with the loose crease dive, but he gets a toe inside as well. Back to the way is Dan Alger. Across the floor. Back to Alger. Tries to tuck it underneath Ross. To Paul Breber. Lining up from outside. Breber shoots hard and wide. Good pace of the first period. Good end-to-end action, just what we like to see. As Jake Lattin, who has his first WLA goal tonight, the 19-year-old call-up. Takes a hard cross-check from Langlois, who knows how to swing and slash. Keegan Ball trying to get around Snyder. Snyder stands up the ball. Boychuk makes a save. Ball pressures. Trying to chase Mazzucato out of the zone, but Mazzucato's got some wheels. Keegan still pressures. Johnson in deep. Paul Breber shoots and scores. Wraps it around the body of Cornwall. And the Timbermen are on the board, 4-1. That's Breber's bread and butter. He's a shooter. He's a snipe. I've seen him throw those unorthodox shots. Rarely does Paul Breber go overhand. It's always a low bouncer or a sidearm bouncer or just a sidearm non-bouncer, just sidearm far side like that one was. Almost throws a curve. I don't know how that ball gets around the defender and then a far side on the goaltender. But an open net, and Cornwall picks it off. Team leading 16th for Breber. The Timbermen break the seal. Crompton looks to answer back. Smith took a bullet. Hobbling a little bit. Kenny's the head of the play, but Mazzucato keeps it. Breber again. Johnson to Kenny. Scoop pass inside, no one there. Johnson grabs it. 9 on the shot clock. Johnson through the middle, buries. Nice rip from Johnson. And the fist pump Selly. Johnson just stayed with it. Good shot clock awareness. He knew he had time to curl back around. Kept. Got Bouquet moving. And then ripped that shot short side high. Johnson has his 12th of the season as the T-men have 2 in a row. 3 minutes to go, first period from Queen's Park. Cornwall for the Bellies with numbers. Smith trailing through the middle. Boychuk knocked that one away. Now Hoffer and Dennett try to hustle back the other way. Breber the trailer. Dennett ahead of the play. He tucks it in. And the Timbermen rattle off 3. And just like that, it's a 1-goal lacrosse game. Miles Dennett's 3rd of the season. They've had those opportunities all night so far. Numbers in transition. And Dennett able to cash in this time. Boychuk's going to go over and get a drink. I think Bouquet will do the same thing. My cameraman Jared Featherstone said tonight, every week that he's filmed all these Queen's Park Arena games. He's our cameraman extraordinaire. And Jared's saying that every week this arena seems to be getting warmer and warmer. And yeah, the weather's been changing too. But a hot night here on the West Coast. We get our first real full week of summer. Been beautiful sunshine every day. Supposed to be in the mid-30s in parts of the Lower Mainland come this weekend. And still tons of lacrosse left to be played. Nanaimo plays at home on Saturday. No, they play in Coquitlam on Saturday, excuse me. No Sunday game in Maple Ridge this week, though. The Burrards will go Tuesday. Dan Aldrich tucks underneath of Ross. Pass back to Blake Kenny. Has a lane through the middle. McDonald comes over, takes the slide away. Breber, shot clock winding down. Bouquet might have tipped that one. Mosdell says no, but the Timberman bench said it definitely off the toe. As Caleb Toast whispering into the ear of Brody Eastwood and Cale Ratcliffe sees something they might want to exploit. Pass ahead of Latin and pushed on the back. Interference called on Miles Dennett, their latest goal scorer. Minute 36 to go in the frame for Logan Schuss, the baby blue Ohio machine head. Ball bodied by Snyder, the former Delta Islander product, falls down on top of Keegan Ball. Nice pressure by Snyder. Gets back to his feet nicely, recovers. Shot clock winding down for Schuss. Kick save Boychuk. And the loose ball goes all the way down to Bouquet. Minute and 11. Smith wants to slow it down. Let's look at the clock. Crompton, the Keegan Ball fires. Rebound, Crompton tucks it in. Rebound number 5. I'm going to check the stat sheet, but I'm pretty sure that there hasn't been one assist on 5 Bellies goals. They've all come off the chest of Zach Boychuk or the stick. Loose balls dribbling on the doorstep. And that time, Tyler Crompton was the lucky benefactor. You know, we love this sport because you never can predict what's going to happen. Ratcliffe tries to get a rebound of his own and rings it off the post. But you can never predict showing up at a lacrosse game that, oh, the Bellies are going to score 5 rebound goals and have no assists on their first 5 goals of the game. Like, I've been hanging around this game a long time, and I don't think any of the games I've called have had 5 goals in a row like that to start a game off. Lucky break after lucky break, but you got to be good to be lucky. It's the old cliche. As this time it's a tap in, and this time Logan Schuss will get an assist for the new Westminster Soundbellies. Colton Clark streaking up the left wing wall makes it 6-3. With just 17 seconds to go in the frame. Back to the draw. Will a team want a timeout? Yes, they will. The Bellies, with a 3-goal lead, will call a timeout with, I believe it was 8 seconds on the clock. Okay, so they gave Logan Schuss assist on the 3rd Bellies goal. But other than that, 4 unassisted rebound goals by the Bellies. And Logan Schuss has 3 points in his return to the red, white, and blue. And Colton Clark has 2 tonight without Jordan McBride in the lineup. He's the veteran lefty on a young squad. Keegan Ball, a second-year player. Richard Laughlin, a second-year player. So Clark will run it in. The Bellies will go 6-on-5 here for the final 8 seconds of the frame. Bellies circle the perimeter. Pass down to the crease. Robinson tried to get it around Boychuk. Couldn't get a decent shot off as they sneak out. Robinson as the extra man. He hasn't had a shift on offense yet tonight. But they put the ball in his stick to try to make it a 4-goal lead after 20 minutes. But the shot goes wide from Robinson. 4 unanswered by the Bellies to open the game. Schuss, Latin, Clark, and Laughlin. 3 unanswered by Nanaimo as they get goals from Breber, Johnson, and Dennett. But Crompton and Clark have put the Bellies back on top by 3 goals after 20 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. BoxRocks.com, brought to you by Play Full Screen. My name is Brad Challoner. You can find me on Twitter at BradChall, BradChall. I'll talk to you in about 8 minutes' time. We'll break down period number 2 from Queen's Park Arena as the Timmermen trying to string a win streak together. They got a win on this floor a couple weeks ago. Can they do it again tonight? Down by 3 after 20. We'll find out. TheBoxRocks.com, brought to you by Play Full Screen. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Queen's Park Arena. The new Westminster Salmon Bellies 6. The Nanaimo Timmermen 3 after 20 minutes of play. 4 rebound goals. I'm going to call it 5, even though Colton Clark did get a goal that was assisted by Logan Schuss. It looked like a rebound bouncing ball to me. I'm going to say 5 rebound goals by the Bellies. A wild way to start the game and a wild way to score 5 goals and an extra one through 20 minutes. But the Nanaimo Timmermen, they scored 15 in their last game, their highest offensive output of the season. And they've got it in them. They've proven that they have it in them now. Brody Eastwood has provided a nice spark as the left-handed shot over on that side. Paul Breber can get it done in crunch time. He's shown that time and time again this season, so they do have goals in them. It's just a chance to, and an opportunity to string a couple together here to start the second period. As long as they can stay within reach, the third period is anybody's period in a lacrosse game in the WLA, as we know. So Timmerman looked good in transition. They run the floor really well, and they converted up there as well with Dennett with a nice little crease dive to tuck and beat Bouquet earlier in the game. And a chance to strip Crompton here and get an offensive possession to start this second. So the Timmerman within striking distance, down by 3 to start this second period. Shots on goal 20-13 in favor of the Bellies. My name is Brad Challoner. Thanks for tuning in. Kenny with an errant pass down to the feet of Breber. He shoots with the shot clock winding down. And Johnson will roll it away as well. He has a goal in the first period. And the Bellies in transition. Midsky headmans to Brandon Ranford. The Calder Cup champion with the Texas Stars in the American Hockey League, who just joined this squad a few games ago. And Boychuk takes one off the beam, stumbles back into the crease, and referee Keith Williams says, "How you doing?" Boychuk not seeing SARS, he's okay. And Sean Lundstrom has a fresh clock. Lundstrom for Logan Schuss. Picks up by Cummings. Schuss takes it. Dennett slides over to strip Logan Schuss of the ball, and it's a loose one. Nice turnover attempt. Bellies don't get a reset, even though it looked like Nanaimo had possession. Keegan Ball fires it high and wide. Rebound again. Boychuk can't believe it. Marty Cummings has the 7th goal for the Bellies, and it's another rebound goal. Cummings has his first of the night, 7-4. First goal of the second period, 18:34 to go. Loose ball off the draw, pops up to Jeff Cornwall. Logan Schuss ahead of the play. Waiting for cutters off the bench. Lattin's ahead of the play. Hodgkin's the late man, bumped from behind. Loose ball squirts out to Hugh Weir. Logan Schuss stalking his prey. Weir gets a shot off, and Bouquet falls down, and Lucy at center. No one wants it. Ben Snyder looked like he was going the other way, and now Snyder gets the loose ball. One-handed cradle as he's stripped. Gives chase, and Snyder will fall back into the play. Smith trying to work his way inside. Lattin, quick stick down to the crease. Colton Clark has a hat trick. 8-3 Bellies, good ball movement. As Lattin saw Colton Clark down in the crease. This Lattin's quite the little protege. 19 years old from Kamloops. Plays for the Junior Bellies, but has his first WLA goal tonight, and then a beautiful pass down the crease to Colton Clark for his Hattie. Been waiting for Colton Clark to have a night like this. He has 7 goals on the season through 12 games. Now has hit double digits with 3 tonight and make that 10. And without Jordan McBride, Colton Clark's been the go-to righty tonight, and he's really cashing in. Timmerman are going to say that's a goal, and Mosdell is going to argue as well, but the goal judge doesn't put a light on. Off the crossbar, but one of those ones is too close to call. Now Logan Schuss from behind the net. They're announcing that goal to Cliff Smith, but pretty sure it's Colton Clark. It was a right-handed crease man, and that's definitely not the mold of Cliff Smith. We'll see if Point Street got it, and if Lenore Mullins has called it a Colton Clark goal. No. Could I be in the wrong? Belly's back in transition. Logan Schuss, the trailer, waits, pass down in the crease. Cornwall, and he goes wide. 9-3 as the Bellies have opened the second period with a flurry of goals. Cummings, Smith, Cornwall. All in the first 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Boychuk backed up by Corey Mazes. He hasn't seen a lot of time this year. Seconds, really. Couple shots and a couple of goals. It's been all Boychuk all year long. So don't expect him to be chased anytime soon. Eastwood trying to answer back. Dan Alger tucks in deep, tries to throw one low. Bouquet falls on that one. And looks for a breakup pass up the floor. 0-0. Hits Robinson. Clark ahead of the play, goes behind the back. As the Bellies playing with confidence right now with 9 goals in 24 minutes. Hoffer circles inside, hard shot, kick save. Kenny grabs the rebound and a fresh clock. Draped on his back by Kyle Robinson. Nanaimo still working the perimeter. Ems tries to make his way inside. Breber to Kenny. Walks into a double team. Pass over to Alger. Through traffic, short side. Bouquet hugging that post again. Short side is tough to score on Alexis Bouquet. Now Keegan Ball. He turns around and fires. Boychuk sort of threw up the starfish on that one to make the save. And Langlois back up the floor. Ratcliffe slows play down. Quite the beard on Cale Ratcliffe this season. Pick set for Eastwood. Ran to the wall by Cornwall. Chased in deep. Eastwood gets out of it. Ratcliffe has it with time winding down. This time Eastwood couldn't grab a rebound. If the Timbermen want the loose ball, they got a fresh clock, and they do. One offensive player changes as Mac Johnson comes on. Eastwood spins in through the middle behind the back shot. Nifty. High and wide. Breber got a stick on his man. No penalty called. Belly's bench wanted one. As we just passed the 5-minute mark of the second period. 9-3 New West. Now Lundstrom to Cliff Smith. A one-on-one with Miles Dennett. Spinning towards the net. Shoots low. Smith, like Breber, has that unorthodox shot where you never know when it's going to come or where it's going to come from. Cliff Smith on that play slid his hands up the shaft of the stick, almost shooting with a mini stick, and shoots a low bouncer. Alger chasing after a loose, kicks it to center. DeBrone's there, shot clock winding down. He realizes he has some time, bring it in. DeBrone tries to go low, and Bouquet gets over. New Westminster back the other way. Logan Schuss will try his hand. Being watched by Langlois. Timmerman playing without their captain and their vet, Graham Palmer. As Mazzucato bumps into Logan Schuss and steals the ball away on a breakaway. Mazzucato shoots, and Bouquet steps out of the crease. Logan Schuss is a little bit banged up. Blindsided, but then pickpocketed by Mazzucato. It's a nice play by the Timmerman. They just need to cash those in. Now Schuss again playing with some vigor. A little riled up now. Shot low, picked up by Hugh Weir. He might have a lane. Can he beat Ranford to the net? Hugh Weir. Foot race against Ranford. Weir cashes in. So he ends the 5-goal run dating back to the late part of the first period. 9-4. And when Nanaimo was at their best, those are the kind of goals that they score. That's how they won that game on this floor a couple weeks ago. But you need that transition goal scoring from Conrad Chapman, Hugh Weir, Dennett, who had one earlier. So Nanaimo presses in again. Eastwood through the middle. Alger far side. Johnson, the late man. Ratcliffe, Johnson, quick shot. And off the butt end of the stick of Bouquet. Ratcliffe says slow it down. We got a clock, but Breber wants to force it. Rebound, Deke scores. All day. That guy wouldn't mind being stuck in traffic. Patience, patience, patience. Breber's second of the night, 17th of the year, makes it 9-5. Been a pretty clean game, and knock on wood, I don't want to jinx anybody here. I'm going to say it, and there hasn't been a penalty called yet. We're almost halfway through this game. Referees Keith Williams and Terry Mosdell, but nothing really to call. There hasn't been any misses, in my opinion, so far, as Kenny tries to go low to high. Bouquet looks for the breakout pass, puts it on a rope to Cornwall. Scoop pass across the crease. Crompton couldn't grab it. Now he does, but he runs into a hard double. Falls down to the ground, gets back up with it in circles. Bodied again by Breber. And finally stripped in there. Sorry, Nanaimo, I said it, and now you've got a penalty. Paul Breber on the high... No, Miles Kenny on the high stick. And I might hear about that one on Twitter from Mrs. Mazzucato listening in back east, hopefully, tonight. Two minutes on the board for Miles Kenny. The Bellies have their first power play of the game. 31% coming into this one. That's 6th in the league, right where they are in the standings. But Logan Schuss has missed a bulk of games, and he'll try to get it done here tonight. Billy's working the ball around on the power play. Logan Schuss winds up, shoots. And Langlois picks up the loose. Hugh Weir tries to get ahead to play, but he's forced. And a turnover made by the Bellies. The pickpockets, Robinson and Schuss. Schuss still has it. Motion starts as he circles the offensive zone. To Keegan Ball. He has a lane. He has a shot. Logan Schuss will try again. Shot clock winding down. Bouquet might just ice. And Logan Schuss might just shoot. He will. It's wide. Langlois trying to swat for it at center. Robinson gets in his way. Stays on his feet. And now Nanaimo will kill a penalty for 47 seconds. Eastwood tries to split a double. Runs into Crompton. Loses the ball. Picked up by Cornwall. And the Bellies power play gets it right back. 39 seconds on the power. Robinson brings it up. Not a bad penalty kill for Nanaimo this season. Third overall in the league. 68.4%, a very respectable number. Zach Boychuk been a stalwart back there. And Mazzucato, who just took a shot from Cliff Smith. Ball out of the play off Mazzucato, though. Belly's ball still. 16 seconds. Robinson up top to Schuss. A Keegan Ball back to Logan. Behind the back pass over to Smith. Inside ball, shoots wide, rebound. Dribbles all the way down the floor. And Kenny's back on. He'll pressure Bouquet. Kenny will grab it. Kenny rewarded. His team bails him out. And then he wins a loose ball. Nanaimo down by 4, 9:27 to go, second period. Midsky chases Breber into the offensive zone. Breber crashes the crease, but he gets a toe in the line as well. But Breber playing with some emotion tonight as well, and nice to see. Clark, pass intended for Lundstrom. Snyder on his back. They both fall over. Latin picks up the loose ball. Pass in front at center. Throws it to Robinson. Shot clock winding down to Latin. And Boychuk makes sure the ball doesn't fall behind him. Hoffer calmly flips it to Johnson. He streaks in. Blake Kenny still has it. Quick shot to Jake Ames. Bouquet falls behind. And he gets that quick stick pass up the floor again. Such a weapon as Bouquet having that long bomb. Smith to Marty Cummings. Dennett watches. To Colton Clark. Smith trying to get to the dirty areas, but an interference called behind the play on New Westminster. Nanaimo ball. Breber rips one, jumping high is Johnson. And then Nanaimo up the floor to hurry. Reed Minsky tucks it in. Breber chases and takes the shot away from Reed Minsky as he heard the footsteps of Breber. Nice hustle back. Breber has 2 tonight, 17 on the year. Hoffer drops a pass, loose ball in the middle. Robinson gobbles it up, and the Bellies have numbers. Here they are, fast breaking again. Quick to get up the floor of the Bellies. They've got a couple offensive possessions, and they get that loose ball, and they break up, and they're able to take the possession away from Nanaimo and get themselves a shot clock. Lachlan to Logan Schuss. Back to Lachlan. Great save by Boychuk, who throws a bow on that one. Now Logan flips it to Keegan Ball. Belly's called on a moving pick as Latin gave it to Langlois inside. 6:32 to go, second period, 9-5 New West. Mac Johnson. To Ratcliffe, over to Brody Eastwood. Eastwood spinning down in the middle, caught in some trouble, hits Ratcliffe, shoots low, good kick save by Alexis Bouquet. Rebound picked up by Ems, another offensive zone recovery for Nanaimo against a tired defense. Now Alger inside, short side, Bouquet the save. Bounce pass up the floor for Colton Clark, rings it off the crossbar. And they'll have nightmares about that sound tonight. Hoffer back the other way looking to strike. Down by 4. Breber being watched by Cornwall, loses the ball. Cornwall grabs it and he'll have a breakaway from center. Unless Kenny can catch up. Cornwall inside. And another elbow thrown by Zach Boychuk to keep it a 4-goal game. He might get lost in the shuffle when we're talking about goaltender of the year at the end of this WLA season. Flindell has been fantastic in Victoria. Great defense in front of him. But what Zach Boychuk's done, he's been the MVP of this Nanaimo team all season long. And he should definitely be considered for goaltender of the year when this season wraps up. Paul Breber from the outside. Doug Langlois drops it. McDonald in some trouble. Breber picks it up. Still time. Breber to Eastwood off the bench. Oh, to hit a stick. Eastwood rebound. And that one ends up wide as well. Nanaimo pressuring. A little bit of momentum right now. As we welcome all our viewers coming over from the World Field Lacrosse Championship game. If you weren't watching that one, I told you before, spoiler alert, there will be no spoilers. I wouldn't do that to you. You can find that game and find that score if you want to watch it, or you might try to find a replay like I will when I get home tonight. Now Hugh Weir up the floor with numbers for Nanaimo. Weir to Snyder, swats it towards Bouquet. Rebound, he still can't find it. Now Bouquet settles it down as the Bellies head up the floor. 3:40 to go, second period. Logan Schuss. Johnson around a man. The Mazzucato tripped up on the play. Rolls the ball back, but it's grabbed by the Bellies. Pressing up the floor, Cornwall, Hodgkins the trailer. Cornwall looks to the bench. Lachlan through the middle. Alger giving it to Cornwall. Shot. Ends up wide. Rebound goes to the Bellies. Now DeBrone. Outside for Logan Schuss. Shot right into the chest of Boychuk, who stumbled back on that one. Felt the power of that shot from Logan Schuss. Now Chapman in transition. Pass too hot to handle. But Toth wants to slow this frantic pace down. So does Brody Eastwood. Shot from the outside. Breber. And Bouquet can't get the cannon off in time. 2:23 to go. Shots almost dead even now. Nanaimo's climbing back. 33-32. Crompton through the middle. Buries it. 5-hole. Logan Schuss sets up the play. That's just a hard pick. Fundamental lacrosse from the Bellies. You learn that young. Come off the bench hard through the middle when you're that first guy off the bench. Crompton does just that. and makes it 10-6 as he gets his bellies into double digits. Second of the night for Tyler Crompton from Port Coquitlam. McKenzie wins a loose ball. Ratcliffe will grab it back the other way. Blake Kenny to Eastwood. Far side to Johnson. Pushed aside by McKenzie. Back up top to Ratcliffe. Winds up, shoots. That one's wide of the net, and the rebound will go all the way down to Boychuk. 5 seconds, he'll ice, and the Timbermen will go for a change. Delayed penalty coming up to the Timbermen. Bouquet comes to the bench. Hustles, extra attacker is on Logan Schuss, 6 on 5. Jake Ladden, cross-floor pass to Lachlan, wasn't ready for it. Lachlan recovers 6 seconds on the shot clock. Logan Schuss inside, his ball is pushed out of the way. And the Timbermen will sit down for 2 minutes after Boychuk gets a drink of water. Miles Dennett, 2 minutes for the hold. And the Bellies go to the power play for the second time. 0 for 1 so far. As Sean Robinson slides up on the power play. He hasn't had any offensive reps tonight outside of his power play time. He'll play a lefty crease with Cliff Smith and Logan Schuss, the other two lefties. A lefty strong power play. And Keegan Ball and Richard Lachlan, the righties. No Jordan McBride in the Bellies lineup tonight. Motion starts for Logan Schuss. 1 minute to go, second period. Keegan Ball is open. Smith tried to get it across the crease, but it's picked off by Kenny. Bodied ahead of the play. Chapman streaking up the floor. Pass inside for Langlois, and Bouquet stands tall. Nanaimo had to press there, down by 5 with 30 seconds left in the second period. Go for that. Why not? Tough save by Bouquet. Keegan Ball steps in. A laser from Keegan Ball. He threw a lot of those down in Lake Erie. And now getting it done for the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. 11-6 on a power play goal by Keegan Ball. 10th of the season as he's finding his stride the last few games. Had a hat trick recently as well. 20 seconds to go. Let's see. Bellies have used one timeout already. If Nanaimo gets a ball here, let's see if they want to use one. But I think they're just content to rag and not give possession back to Nanaimo. Boychuk grabs it, but that'll do it for period number 2 from Queen's Park Arena. A period that started off 6-3 for the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. They quickly opened it up with a 3-goal run. Cummings, Smith, and Cornwall made it 9-3 before Weir and Breber chipped in for Nanaimo, made it a 9-5 game. And then Tyler Crompton and Keegan Ball with the late power play goal make it 11-6 after 40 minutes of play. Boychuk's looked phenomenal. Shots on goal 36-33 in favor of the Bellies. So Nanaimo's getting their chances, but Alexis Bouquet has been the first star so far tonight for the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. So 6-goal hold. Nanaimo put up 15 in their last game. 6 goals in 20 minutes is definitely not out of reach. Let's see what the final 20 holds for the Nanaimo Timbermen, who want to make it 2 back-to-back against the Bellies and 2 back-to-back as it is they got a nice win against the Langley Thunder last week. The Bellies trying to stretch their win streak as well as they beat the Burnaby Lakers in their last game on Friday night. So 20 minutes to go from Queen's Park. Thanks for tuning in, lacrosse fans. My name is Brad Challoner. You can find me on Twitter at BradChal, and I will talk to you in a few minutes. 20 to go from Queen's Park. Happy Thursday. Welcome back inside historic Queen's Park Arena. 125 years of lacrosse action in New Westminster. The Bellies on top of the Nanaimo Timmermen 11-5 after 40 minutes. Shots on goal 36-33. 6-goal deficit. Not insurmountable for the Nanaimo Timmermen. They've shown flashes of runs here tonight. They just need one big one to start this third period and climb back in to this lacrosse game. And then it's up for grabs in the late stages. I want to welcome everybody who's swung over from the World Field Lacrosse Championships. Hopefully I can track myself down and archive broadcast somewhere on the interweb tonight or tomorrow morning, as I want to catch up on that game. I was following the tweets and they're pretty exciting. And for those who stuck with this Bellies game from the start, I appreciate you giving a whole schwack of BC and Canadian boys your attention tonight. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Brad Challoner. You can find me on Twitter at BradChal. And thanks to everybody who comments tonight on video feed and audio feed. We always want to get better here at Play Full Screen, so you can email support at Play Full Screen. Let them know about any technical glitches, or if you want to sing our praises, we'll take either one. The Timmermen need to strike early and strike often, as Blake Kenny tries to force a turnover from Ross, but Ross gets up with it. Ross heading back the other way with a head of steam. His trailer is Ranford. He tucks in, back across the crease, and Boychuk flashes a little bit of embellishment there. Good looking save. No one too many passes for the Bellies transition. When you get the ball up like that 2-on-1, one pass could be enough to get the goaltender moving. When Ranford went back to Ross, could be a matter of offensive confidence. Cornwall was thinking breakaway already, and Johnson comes back in. Alger on the far side. Swing pass down to the crease. Shooting Eastwood. Buque got over. Now Ems trying to force a turnover as Ems and Eastwood mug their man. Ems comes up with it in a fresh clock for the Nanaimo offense. They've had a lot of second opportunities, third opportunities tonight. And now it's about cashing in. Eastwood bounces it to Breber looking for his third. Buque clamped that one down between his knee and the mesh in his stick. Now Lundstrom. Been in and out of the lineup in his rookie season. Goes to Keegan Ball. Had a laser of a power play goal at the end of that period. Now DeBrone ahead of the play. Ross over. 1-on-1. DeBrone against Ross. He thinks better of it and circles back to his bench. 2 minutes gone. Third period. 11-5 New West. As Breber carries in. Blake Kenny down the middle. Breber. Short side. Turns back around. To Johnson. Now Dan Alger carries in. Scoop pass back to Breber. Shot clock winding down. Breber looking for a rebound. Or looking to draw a rebound, but no one there. Ross through the middle to Cliff Smith. Eyeing his option. Shot through traffic off the post. And now foot race at center. Smith against Doug Langlois. He has Chapman on the far side. Langlois carries in and he runs in. Take Jake Latin, who does a good job of hustling back on the play. Now Mazzucato on the left wing wall. Trying to get around Hodgson. Mazzucato one-handed. Shot clock about to expire. And he can't pull one out. New West back the other way. An interference call. As Ratcliffe bodied Robinson, the Bellies bench wants a penalty. But Mosdell and Williams keep the whistles in the pockets. For now. No penalties called yet on New West tonight. Been a clean 40 minutes for the Bellies. Colton Clark shot through traffic, hit a man. Schuss runs in deep, Lundstrom up high. Far side to Keegan Ball, picks up by Clark. Back to Keegan Ball, but Snyder does a good job of taking Ball out of the play. Snyder grabs the loose, puts it right into the stick of Keegan Ball, and the Bellies will get a fresh clock. Snyder wants to make up for his turnover, so he attacks Keegan Ball. Now the Bellies settle down, 18 seconds on the clock. Smith right back out on the floor. Marty Cummings trying to get over top of Dennett. Dennett stands up well to Cummings. Pass in deep, sharp angle shot for Smith. Boychuk gets over, Nanaimo back the other way. 4 minutes gone, third period, 11-5 New West. Blake Kenny. Late man is Eastwood. Kenny charges the crease, and Cummings gives him an extra shot for good measure. And Jake Lattin. Played with his junior Bellies last night against the Delta Islanders, round 1 of the BC Junior League playoffs. And 9-6 victory for the Bellies as Lattin passed down to the crease. And Lundstrom's bodied out of the way by DeBrone. Lattin gets there for the loose ball. Shot clock winding down. Clark, who's originally from Nanaimo, takes a shot. Dan Olger called on the interference as he ran his man through the crease and gave him an extra couple chops. Crompton. He's like the Bellies running back. Put the ball in the stick, he drops his shoulder, he can run through swarms of opponents. Like Cale Ratcliffe, he has that low center of gravity where he just drops his shoulder and can sort of just muscle his way through. Pop out of tight coverage. Now the Bellies are going to take their first penalty of the game. Robinson and Kenny. Kenny does a good job agitating to get the call. And he got a couple early high sticks up on Robinson. Robinson retaliates, and he'll sit down for 2. A first power play opportunity for Nanaimo. League's worst at 29.7%, going up against the league's best power play in New Westminster at 70.2%. And Bouquet is a big part of that 70%. And their ball ragging team as well. We'll see what the first Nanaimo power play can do. Mac Johnson, Paul Breber, Jake Ems, Cale Ratcliffe, and Brody Eastwood. Motion starts. Breber comes a set play. Brody Eastwood through the middle, shoots and scores. It's drawn up to perfection by Caleb Toth. And Brody Eastwood is on the board for the first time tonight, makes it 11-7 on the power play. He'll only get better and more comfortable in the WLA, and the Timmermen are overjoyed with the prospect of what Brody Eastwood can bring to this team. A power play weapon just like that. Now Ratcliffe in the middle, fakes a shot, lets one go, and a penalty behind the play. They'll go right back to the power play. The captain, Curtis Hodgson. And will they try that play again? Why not? The defense sort of just collapsed. I don't think they knew what that play is going to be to break it up for a second time. And this time Eastwood's going to start from the crease and Ratcliffe's going to play up top, so maybe they will throw a bit of a different look. Work the ball around, everyone touches, now the motion starts. Weber lets one go high, Ems grabs it, recovers, Johnson down in the crease to Eastwood, back to Johnson, Breber drops a pass, still lots of time though. We'll try that again. Johnson, right off the chin of Bouquet. And Nanaimo sealing everyone off. Bouquet no one to pass to. I think he'll just ice. Dennett run into the wall. Interference called. And Nanaimo will try again on the power play for 1:25 with 13:13 to go. Now Ratcliffe to Johnson. To Breber, jump shot. Rebound. Johnson throws it off the back of the wall. Bouquet picked it up and the Bellies look up the floor. This time Keegan Ball gets out of it. And he'll go on the ball rag for 60 seconds. Clark out to help. Bacular Evans chases. Smith, double team comes over. Almost pushed across center. Is Keegan Ball, was trying to get around Hugh Weir. Langlois comes over to help. The double creeping in on Ball. Does a nice job rolling to Colton Clark though. .22 seconds to kill for Colton Clark. And this is why they have the league's best penalty kill. They play a good game of keep away. They're like a bunch of older brothers. Smith will just sit on it, get a round of applause from his bench as Captain Haji comes back on the floor, even strength. A collision in front of the benches, no calls, 5-on-5 lacrosse for 11:45. Brody Eastwood with the lone goal of the third period so far. Shot through traffic, kick save, Bouquet. And Hodgson runs back the other way. Hodgson hands off to Crompton. Hoffer, who's been strictly a defender tonight since Eastwood's joined the lineup. Hoffer's been rolling out of the back gate. But another weapon in transition. Cummings picks up the ball. Shot clock winding down. Threw it high on Boychuk. He shook that one out of the way, but enough for the reset for the Bellies against the tired Nanaimo defense. Schuss comes on and clashes with DeBrone as they got in each other's face a minute ago in front of the benches. Cummings, quick stick shot. Boychuk got over. Great save. Clark against Hoffer gets out of it. Passed into traffic. Laughlin's bodied. Getting a little chippy in the late stages. Ratcliffe slows it down, looks for help off the bench. Breber with a head of steam, tucks one way, cuts the other. Swings it to Ratcliffe. Through the middle, drops that shoulder, shoots. Bouquet gets over. Ross in some trouble. Chapman gets a high stick on Ross, and that'll be a penalty. Tough call on the big man. Ross, no shorty himself. Conrad Chapman will sit. Or it'll be Brandon. Oh, yeah, it's Chapman. Sits for two. Belly's third power play opportunity. They have one power play goal tonight. It was a late second period marker by Keegan Ball. Top center. With a pinpoint archer shot to the top left. That was actually the last Bellies goal, the 11-6 goal. 31% on the power play for the Bellies this season, 68% on the penalty kill for Nanaimo. Nanaimo knocks it down. They went to the net shorthanded before. I think you have to at this stage in the game, at this deficit. Snyder runs it in. Snyder gets out of it. Always one hand on the twig for Snyder. But kills some good time off the clock. Buque tries to get some lumber on Breber, and then Nanaimo gets the ball back. 1:20 to kill. Or in this case, go to the net. DeBrone finds a lane through the middle. DeBrone scores! Short-handed. 3-goal game, lots of lacrosse to go. The youthful exuberance of the Timmermen as they show some late game fire, and they still got their legs underneath them, and that's how DeBrone runs around a couple defenders, goes straight to the cage, and buries a shorthanded goal. First goal of the season, too, from Mark DeBrone. Bellies still have a power play for 52 seconds. They work the ball around the perimeter. Fakes the handoff. Logan Schuss still has the ball. Boychuk reads it. Shot clock reads 6. Smith throws one low. Rebound. And this time Smith, Braden Smith, pushes Lachlan aside. Now Dennett through the middle, shorthanded. Does he want to try to go to net? Keegan Ball loses it. Johnson pressures. (11-7) the score. 4-goal hole for the Timmermen. And another successful penalty kill. So they got this momentum. They've killed 2 minutes and they got a shorthanded goal in the meantime. Chapman back on the floor. Johnson crashes the crease, gets a foot inside. And it wouldn't have counted if it went in. 7:36 to go. Nanaimo now out shooting the Bellies 43-42. They've been in this game the whole way. Buque's just looks sharp. GQ sharp back there. Clark hangs on to Logan. Schuss shoots low, and that one's in. With an injured Hoffer on the play. But Tyler Crompton cashes in for what I believe is his hat-trick goal. 12-7. And that one coming 5-on-5 with 7:14 to go in the third period. McKenzie wins it to Logan Schuss, and they get the ball right back. Marty Cummings. Limited reps tonight with Cliff Smith, Logan Schuss, and Lundstrom to share the workload with. Keegan Ball. Falls down in the crease, Nanaimo ball. Penalty coming up here on the play to New Westminster. Even though Robinson's looking for blood, asking why he's not the one going. Robinson will sit down and Nanaimo will go back to the power play where they've got a goal. Crowd gonna sing some happy birthday for Shaggy, 60 years old. Doesn't look a day over 45, Shaggy. The big curl, the big round of applause. Ken Downey on the microphone down there singing happy birthday for the long time. Let's call him a caretaker. Belly's caretaker, Queen's Park Arena caretaker. As he's always up there to mop up the floor. He's kind of an equipment guy. But a legend in BC lacrosse. And Shaggy, happy 60th, buddy. Eastwood jarring with Hodgson right now, the rookie and the long-time wily vet, the captain of the Bellies. Without a C on tonight, though, as they didn't have one on these red jerseys. Maybe Hodgie ripped one last game or something. There's a couple A's out there. Smith. Cornwall drops a shoulder into De Bruyne, wreaking havoc on the penalty kill. And I talked about the youthful exuberance of Nanaimo and energy late in the game. How about Jeff Cornwall with an extra tank of gas? His tank's a hybrid. He can go all night. Just killed about a minute off the clock as Logan Schuss is slow to get up. And now a big bump in front of the bench as Cliff Smith hammered Mazzucato. Smith will get locked up for that one. That was almost near. Well, by the time Mazzucato slid, he was almost near the change box. But anything near the benches when someone's changing is always going to be a penalty. We'll wait for the call. Not sure if it's interference or rough on Cliff Smith. I think it's a roughing call, but nonetheless, Timmerman have a 5-on-3 for 48 seconds. And then a 5-on-4 for a minute 12. Down by 5, 5:18 to go from Queen's Park Arena. Williams looking for an explanation over at the penalty box, but Robinson's just getting his mask fixed. Breber chatting with Mosdell. And that's where the ball will start. So Breber will hand back his safety. Johnson, Ems, Ratcliffe, and Eastwood will be the 4-on-3. Johnson, Ratcliffe tries to thread it down. It's knocked down by Midsky. Midsky runs into Eastwood, looks for help. Now Ball tries to get around to Kenny. Keegan Ball gets out of it. Here comes that penalty kill again for the Bellies, trying to swim out of a double. Keegan Ball loses it, and now Nanaimo will try again. 6 seconds, Robinson's back on. 3, 2, 1. And it's a 5-on-4. Johnson to Kenny. Johnson again. Breber winds up, shoots. Oh, where's that one? It's in. Whole defense couldn't really find it. But it's in the back of the net, and Sean Robinson doesn't like something. But the Timmerman strike again. It's 12-8 on the power play. Hat-trick goal by Breber. 18 on the season. There's now players chirping in front of the benches. Nanaimo would rather play lacrosse. Brody Eastwood, pretty vocal from the bench right now, and just his second WLA game. Letting the Bellies know, though, that he won't be pushed around. 4:14 to go, 4-goal hole for the Nanaimo Timbermen. Can they climb out? They come back to the Lower Mainland to play at Coquitlam on Saturday. Bellies have a week off. They don't play until next Friday night at Victoria. Hoffer up the floor, poked neatly by Hodgson, and cleans up the mess. Now Eastwood. Back to Kenny through the middle. Eastwood slips out. Kenny still has it, throws one low. Delayed penalty coming up to the Bellies. And another power play for Nanaimo late in the game. .328 to go. 2 power play goals in a row by the Timbermen. 3 goals for Nanaimo in this period have come from special teams. Brody Eastwood on the power play, Breber on the power play, and a short-handed one by Mark DeBrone. Here comes the power play again, 5-on-4. Working the perimeter. Johnson, motion starts. Breber's hit hard by Cornwall, who chops him again. Now Eastwood around Hodgson, another penalty. This time it's Nanaimo. Breber will sit down for retaliating on Jeff Cornwall. 4-on-4. For a minute 43. Emotions getting away from both teams here in the late stages of the third. There wasn't a penalty called until well into the second period, until I mentioned it, and then literally first time I mentioned, hey, there's been no penalties yet, the referees started putting the whistles in their mouths and out of the pockets. Cale Ratcliffe against Robinson. Ems is the late man. And then their late man behind him is Blake Kenny. Ratcliffe has it, tries to get on Robinson. Cuts in deep, spins, shoots, and scores. Ratcliffe makes it 12-9. Still time to go. Couple high offensive outputs 2 nights in a row for Nanaimo they should be happy about. They score 15 at home against Langley, and then put up 9 so far tonight after allowing 10 in their previous 3 games before that 15-goal output. McKenzie digs it back. Bellies ball, 4-on-4 with 2:26 to go and a 3-goal lead for New Westminster. Richard Lachlan through the middle. Smith on the outside. Pushes man, goes short side behind the back. That would have been a beauty. We saw him do that at the Vancouver Stealth last winter. And Jake Ems through traffic, rips one high. Rebounds picked up by Robinson. Ems gets in Hill's drill as he tries to clear the zone. Those two were mixing it up earlier. Robinson getting frustrated late in the game. Ross comes back on the floor, and it's a short Bellies power play, 16 seconds. As Ladden pressures it into Keegan Ball. Hard outside shot. Kicked out of play. No, it stays in, just in. Ladden picks it up behind the net, throws it back up front to Keegan Ball as Breber comes back on the floor. 5-on-5. Bellies will just work the clock. Logan Schuss stripped by Kenny, recovers. Final minute of the game. Double comes over on Schuss. One-handed swat back. It's picked up by Hugh Weir. Weir up the floor. Chopped out of his stick by Lachlan. Breber gives chase. And Bouquet will ice it all the way down the floor to Colton Clark, who was waiting behind the play. 35 seconds. Dennett trying to squeeze Clark onto the wall. Bounces it across the floor to Smith. Bellies will take the shot clock down, and then one last shot towards Boychuk. The Timmerman will have the final possession. Alder goes far side to Johnson, sets a pick. Johnson, one last shot. Bouquet kicked it away. And a foot race forward, and that'll do it. Nanaimo never out of it. Even when they were down 9-3, they came back, they chipped away, they hung in. They end up surpassing the Bellies in the shot total, 48-47. But on 37 saves by Alexis Bouquet and hat trick by Tyler Crompton, those are the two difference makers right there. Secondary goal scoring and fantastic defense as the Bellies put up 12 and win their second game in a row. And the Timmermen fall 12-9 after 60 minutes from Queen's Park Arena. Bellies improve to 5-8 and get that much closer to the fourth and final playoff spot as they battle it out with Coquitlam and Langley. Breber and Colton Clark and Boychuk come over and handshake at center. Clark is the Nanaimo boy. He's got some buddies on that team, long time through minor and the early stages of junior. Nanaimo falls to 3-9 on the season, but can take some positives from the game. Their transition play looked good when they wanted it to. They had some good 3-on-2 opportunities, 2-on-1 opportunities, cashed in on a couple of those. Their offensive zone loose balls were another highlight tonight for the Timmermen, as they're always able to get those second and third opportunities, but when you get those opportunities, you got to convert. And, 9 goals, they can be happy with that. It's an improvement on where they were at the beginning of the season and the midway point of the season. 15 last game, 9 tonight. So Caleb Toth will be happy with that. And Zach Boychuk was Zach Boychuk. I mentioned that he should be in contention for goaltender of the year. He's been the MVP for Nanaimo since game 1, and he's still Nanaimo's MVP. 3-9-1 into the season, and made another 30-some-odd saves tonight. 35 saves, I believe, in net tonight for Zach Boychuk. But Crompton gets a hat trick. Colton Clark factors in on a couple. Logan Schuss, a well-rounded attack by the Bellies. And a phenomenal play by Alexis Bouquet. He's got to be first starred tonight as they announce the stars right now. Crompton was third. Schuss was 2.